Today we will review a book, Six Pillars of Self-Esteem, written by Nathaniel Branden. First of all, we will see what this book is. This is the book. You can see this on my screen, and he is the author, Nathaniel Branden. And he was born in 1930 and passed away 2014. He was the renowned psychologist and pioneer of the self-esteem concept. He has made a tremendous contribution to the self-esteem movement. In fact, that movement was started in 1950s in the US, and since then other psychologists also joined the momentum and spread across the US like a wildfire. Later, he has written a lot of books and How to Raise Self-Esteem and Honoring the Self, etc. But this book, Nathaniel Branden's Six Pillars of High Self-Esteem, has gained the momentum, and it's a world famous book. It helps us one to gain is the self-esteem. Okay, and this is the about writer we have already discussed. Now let us see the context, because nowadays what I find is that the self-esteem of the people is very low. By seeing their activities of the society, because a lot of drug addicts are there, they're leading the passively, and even the highly educated people also are falling prey to the lot of scams, quick money, easy money, online gamblings, all those things. And once I understand about these things in the news, I feel bad. What happened? Are they not able to think? Are they not able to see the consequences? Besides this also, lot of superstitions are there in and around us, and they are falling prey to lot of vastu, lot of jyotishya, all those things. And they are any small financial issue or health issue, they are approaching all these gurus and falling prey to their tantrums and losing the money and health and peace of mind also. Then I realized that why all these people are doing these things without thinking. These are people are educated also. Then I understood that these people having the low self-esteem people are follow their world, whatever the brought up they have been brought up, they repeat it. They don't think. They repeat the in and around culture, whether that culture is right or not, whether it is applicable here or not. They don't think. Okay, and also my personal example also, I have seen my kith and kin falling prey to lot of family issues and neurotic behaviors, drinking addicts, drug addicts. They are becoming. And when you try to logically explain to them, this is not the way. They are not able to grasp what I am telling them also. So then I realized that they are missing the self-esteem. Means they are not valuing their life. Esteem is nothing but we have to value it. Self means the individual. Self-esteem means we have to value ourselves. When you don't value ourselves, okay, the decisions we take will be pathetic. The life we lead will be unhappy. And it reflects on the in and around families. The kids' education will be spoiled. Our career will be spoiled. Okay. Now, having seen this, I realized that we need to improve our self-esteem, including myself. And this is a not a quick fix. Nowadays, we know that we are able to see that lot of quick fix videos in the YouTube. Like you can gain weight reduce within a 10 kg weight can be reduced within a week or 10 days. Use these powders, all those things. Okay. In terms of gaining money also, buy our stocks, buy our shares, join our club. So all these things people are joining without thinking and losing their self-respect. In fact, self-respect and self-esteem are very much important to all of us. We go to what is self-esteem. Now, this is very important to understand what is self-esteem. Self is, we know that ourselves, esteem is respect and valuing it. So, self-esteem is how you treat, how you choose to treat yourself is the self-esteem definition. So if you feel yourself valuable, you treat yourself very well. Usually we observe that, in fact, we try to treat others very well. Okay, we try to love others. We give them red carpet welcome to others. But the fundamental fact is that if you don't love yourself, you can't love others. Yes, that is a very important statement. So, first of all, we should love ourselves. Then only our relationships will be better, and our career, our aspirations, our goals, and our happiness will become better. So, self esteem has two components, in fact. One is the self efficacy. Self efficacy means our capability to achieve the goals. Okay, for example, if I decided small things, I want to get rid of my debts, or I want to earn this much money, I want to reduce my weight, or I want to complete a degree or course by this time. All these things are you are capable of doing it, because that is under your control. You can plan in a disciplined way what are the actions to be taken care, and you take them. So first component is self efficacy, means ability to achieve your goals. And second point is of the self esteem is self respect. Self respect is nothing but a feeling, okay, you are worthy of happiness, the feeling you are worthy of success, and you enjoy your life. That is a feeling and experience. So these two things, one is the self efficacy, means ability to achieve the feeling of achieving the goals in your life, and also self respect, respecting yourself for happiness and worthiness, and you are deserve the great things, etc. So to sum up, the self esteem definition is, it's your disposition of your experience. Internally you feel that you can face the any challenges that life throws to you, and you are worthy of success, and you are worthy of happiness. That is the definition of self-esteem. Now, why it is important? So you all understand that, okay, this is self-esteem, but what happens if it is not there? If you miss the self-esteem, our we feel anxieties internally, we feel tension, okay, because we don't know life is unforeseen. We don't know which problems may come, because internally we are feeling we are not worthy of anything, so we don't try to achieve anything. So if you don't have the self-esteem, or if you have the low self-esteem, you don't strive for the betterment of your life. At the same time, the decisions you take also to avoid the problems rather than the to face the problems. Okay. For example, any opportunities comes to you to invest in the money or to do any business, you don't take that as an opportunity. You will move out of that opportunities. Okay, the your mental process itself, no, I am not worthy of this money, but I am unable to get this business done successfully. So what happens is that slowly your life will become slowly bad to worse, worse to worst. Okay, so for example, I can take a one example. We are the human beings. To live for our life, we need the food. Without food, uh, we will die, but we don't die immediately. And also, we need the oxygen to survive. Without oxygen, we die immediately. Okay. So if you don't breath couple of minutes, oxygen will not be go to the brain, and brain will stop functioning. You are called dead. The need, that means oxygen is need for our survival. At the same time, food is also need for our survival. But we can survive without food for a couple of days. After that also we can survive, but our health will be deteriorated. We'll become weak and will perish. So in the same way, our self-esteem is also works in that way. But it takes months and years. By the time our life will become deteriorated, we become weak, and we become parasite in our life, because We don't think ourselves. We are emotionally weak. We ask for others to respect us, to understand us. Okay, those things will depend on others rather than we are the resourceful to share the love, to understand others. We become weak and will beg for our existence in terms of physical or mental or spiritual. All those things we depend on others. Okay, so that's why it is very important. This importance can be seen only when you analyze our life over the years of the time, not immediately. Today or tomorrow, it will not be seen. Okay. Now we will see how to raise it. Okay. For example, I feel I have a low self-esteem. So how can we make it increase my self-esteem? What are the internal factors? What are the external factors? Internal factors are nothing but what I can do to raise my self-esteem. That is, those ideas or beliefs, those which I can develop inside myself, in my mind, and the actions I take. Okay, those are the things. Next is external factors. These external factors are nothing but our family members, our culture, our schools, or any significant others people in and around. Those also can impact uh, our self-esteem. This writer clearly proposed this six practices, okay, to raise our self-esteem. Now, the you have to understand the word I am saying that practice. Okay, what is meant by practice? You have to understand that. Now we see in our day-to-day life, go to practice when we want to play any game. We'll ask them go to practice to master the game, or um, to study also, do to the max, repeat the max problems so that you will master those problems and get good scores. What is practice means? Practice means the way we act for a particular issue. For example, if you take cricket, once the certain type coach will guide us. If the ball comes like this, you have to play like this. So if you do like that many times, unconsciously, once the ball comes like that, you play like that only. So means the practice, the more we practice, will become a particular way of doing things or particular way of facing the issues. Okay, that is called practice. So in our life also, we have to conduct our life in a better way so that we'll become a better person. We'll become an impactful person. First, we can separate the issues in our life. Then we can try and impact in our society and the village and country and the world also. It helps to you first initially. Then, if the energies are there, if you are passionate effort to make a difference to the society, you can make it. Now, so to become a better person or impactful person and to raise our self-esteem is a fundamental thing. Okay, let us see the first practice that is called the practice of living consciously. So, what is consciousness? Okay, you don't confuse with consciousness is nothing but spirit, all those things. Just simply awareness, being aware and present to what you are saying, what you are doing, thinking, and feeling. That's all. Nothing else. There is no yogic concepts. There is no spiritual concepts to this consciousness. Means you are conscious. The moment you are living means you are conscious. Okay, but if you understand that one thing, you realize that the moment you start at your home on a bike, and after some time you will land in your office, you will not realize when you change the gears or which bike has come to opposite to you, how you changed your direction. You will not notice all these things because that route we are familiar, we unconsciously we reach our office. In the same way, while coming back also, from office we'll start and we'll reach our home without any much thought process. Okay, that is called we are running our life in autopilot way. Means we are not thinking, we are not observing things. Okay, in that way it happens. We run our life also like that. For example, Suddenly people see that they are overweight 20 kgs. Suddenly they realize that what happened last year or a couple of years back, I checked my weight, it was only 60 kgs. Now it is 85 kgs. They realize that suddenly they are obese. In fact, nobody yesterday we were 60 kgs, today will not become 80 kgs. This weight increases happens gradually. Every month will increase, or every quarter weight will increase. But what happens? We are not aware of our weight is increased. We are into the our family issues, our career issues, our kid issues. Okay, all those things are ruts. We are into preoccupied. We are not bothered about our body weight, our mental health, etc. So what this living consciously says that first of all, aware of what you are doing, what you are thinking and feeling and doing. Okay, clearly aware of your impact uh, of your actions in the world. So at least you should be aware of your behavior is affecting your family members. Your behavior affecting your career colleagues. Okay, so sometimes we use filthy language. So we should use our kids. Kids are neighbors. We say that in a rash or anger, bad language we use it. We are not aware of those things, but these things hurt our relationships and hurt our kith and kin very badly. So, what fundamentally the practice of living consciously is, we should clearly aware, we should run out of this sleepwalking mode. Okay, we should aware of where are we in our life, what is our age, what I am doing, what is our financial position also. In fact, a lot of people say that suddenly they are into the lot of debts. They don't know why this many debts have been there. Means they have no clue how they have lost that money business. They have put the chits, they have purchased these lands, they have sold all the losses. They are not clearly aware of why they are having this many debts, because they are not aware of their bad financial habits. They are not aware of their purchasing habits. They purchase whatever they like and they are unable to repay it. Okay, so this is the fundamental thing for the self-esteem. This is the foundation, in fact. If you want to build a big 20-story building or 8-story building or 50-story building, the greater the height the stories are there, the deeper the foundation we dig it. So the basic need for a self-esteem is that at least we should be aware of what are you doing, where are you going, what you are feeling, what you are thinking, and how you are affected by your neighbors, okay, or your family members, how you are affecting others. That is very, very crucial point. Next point is, yes, the practice of self-acceptance. Okay? This is very toughest out of all practices. Why? We all think that acceptance. Okay, I accept I have the debts. I accept I have the overweight. I accept I drink a couple of drinks every day. Okay, it's not like that. Okay, seeing the definition is the self-acceptance is seeing yourself as you are, accepting and embracing how you look, sound, and appear. Okay, knowing that you can change yourself, but accepting your current self as you are. Lot of people, in fact, myself also, overweight people, they can't see their body in the mirror. They don't like, they'll get a lot of resistance. Okay, because that thing hurts them. Okay, I am overweight. Okay, they avoid grasping that point. Okay, and also lot of people also, when they are poor in their education, they don't like to understand where they are in their education. They are unable to listen their lessons, or their scores also they are unable to see their scorecard, because those are failures will be there, or less marks will be there. Okay, and This a lot of people also, a lot of misconceptions are there. They say that once we accept we are overweight, we feel that we are discouraged. We don't, we are not take it forward our actions to reduce our issues. That is in fact incorrect. The fundamental fact here is that you have to accept the reality. So whether you are overweight or underweight, or whether you are financially in a sound position or in a bad position, how you appear, whatever the relationship with your kids, your relationship with your boss and your family members, sometimes those are in a bad terms. Okay, when those are in the bad terms, you don't think about, you don't like to think, main resist them. Okay, but unless you take the ownership, okay, these are my relationships, those are in sour, these are the my finance, okay, you don't take, you don't like to take the action to separate them. So first point is that realize and experience what it says, that not saying that logically, okay, I have the 1 crore debt, so what? It's not that. I have the overweight, so what? 85 cases, I'm able to see that. You should be able to feel and experience. Once you feel and experience, then only your psyche, your consciousness register those things. Then only it will think. It will allow you think how to overcome those challenges. If it is not registered the problem itself, how the mind thinks, okay, I have the problem to resolve this. So first of all, knowing that you have the problem itself is a great achievement. So in fact, say 50% achievement is that, in fact, doctors say that once you diagnose what is the cause of the issue, we know that solution. So in the same way, your acceptance of your weaknesses, okay, is the 50% achievement of resolving those issues. Okay. So once you accept, yes, I have these issues, I have these problems, then you can plan for working on those things. But there are some issues are there. For example, some people say that, okay, I'm a black color, or by birth my leg is not there, I'm physically weak, okay, or LGBT, all those things, those have come from genetically or whatever may the issues, which cannot be changed. So if you accept them, what you cannot be changed, then you feel happy, because once you our consciousness accepts the reality as it is, then it will become a better consciousness, because our purpose of our consciousness is to see the reality as it is. That is the beauty. So if we have any issues which we cannot be changed, don't avoid seeing them. See them and accept them. Those cannot be changed. So then what happens is that you will realize that you can find those things which can be changed by you. It may be your behavior, it may be your dress up, it may be your thinking, it may be your talking, whatever may be the thing. So the practice of self-acceptance is you have to experience and see the problems in your life as they are. Don't avoid them. Next thing is that some people can sing very well, some people can write very well, some people have a lot of relationship skills are there. These skills also, these positive talents also, we avoid, because to shine, refine those talents, whatever the talents we have been given by birth or some little bit of nature we have got it, those talents also we should refine them to become a better and better, because that is a responsibility. Okay, having been given a great talents or great assets, okay, it's a responsibility. Sometimes we are born with a rich family. The purpose of the rich family is that the riches you have to multiply those riches. That is your responsibility. You should not squander the richness. You have been given a 10 crores, or you have given me a lands. So what you have to do is that your parents have earned them, or they have got it as a legacy. It's your responsibility to see that how these assets are being utilized purposefully. If you don't utilize those assets, those being given to you, those values will deteriorate. In the same way, your mental abilities, analytical skills, relationship skills you have been given, those skills also should be refined. So it's a crime, in fact, if you don't accept your skills and talents and refine them. It's a great crime you are doing against yourself. So the self-accept, the toughest thing is you have to accept your reality and start working whatever you can do in the small steps. So next practice is self-responsibility. Okay, the practice of self-responsibility. So responsibility, it means clearly see that responsibility. So response, we know that we have to respond, we have to act in our life. And ability means we have the talent. We are not the animals. We are not the trees. Okay, those are impacted by the environment and they are programmed how to react. Those will react. They can't think differently. They can't find different solutions. Okay, it's a human being's nature is they are responsible, and forever life is in a shatters or it is in bad condition. Whatever may the reasons, it may be your education issues, or it may be your religion issues, or your family issues, whatever the issues. Your life is in the shambles. It is up to your responsibility to make it better. You are the complete control of your life. Okay. This is also, if you don't think and act and take ownership of your life, you will be become a parasite in our life. Okay. And seeing your part in the things that are beyond your control, even if it is just your reaction to them. So we lot of people, as we discussed that, they talk unconsciously. They pass the comments in the YouTube or social also. Whatever they feel like, they immediately type and send it. Okay, they are not responsible. Whatever they are doing it. Okay, and in our society currently we see that lot of parasites are there, and everybody wants everything freely. Okay, and governments also, means those are not governments, we can say that those are political parties also, wooing these people and making them parasites. Okay, by pampering, giving them all these things freebies. Okay, so once you are uh, habituated to depend your life on these freebies, you are in fact of death, you are a parasite. So you are a human being, you have the mind and you have the body, you have been given resources, use them effectively, and you become a better person. And not only you are responsible for your life, and you can make other people also responsible. What I love the question is, one thing, one quotation is, if you take somebody's responsibility, you are irresponsible. In fact, in our culture, we have been brought up that we have to look after our family, or we have to look after our kith and kin, we have to look after our friends. All those things we have been cultured like this. But we should never understand why. When those people are able to take the responsibility about themselves, then you need not take. If you take responsibility of them, you are becoming responsible, and you are also making irresponsible. Giving the supporting hand is different. Okay, when they need, when they want to saturate their life, when they want to become self-responsible, we are helping them is different story. At the same time, you are making them depend on you is a different story. What current governments are doing is that they are making these people depend on them for continuously, for everything. Okay, this way, if you see and understand, the poor people are becoming poorer and poorer and poorer. because they are not able to think. Every month they are waiting for the free money from the government, free rice from the government. Okay, this is called the entitlement mentality. These people will never become a middle class people or rich people, because their psychology itself is government is affect them. Okay, that is the point they are not understanding that. Okay, so fundamental point of self responsibility is that you are responsible for your needs, you are responsible for your wants, your desires. For example, if you are in Warangal, you want to have a chai in Hyderabad. Okay, it's up to your responsibility to earn the money to travel by buying the bus tickets or anything, and go there and buy the tea and enjoy it and come back. Okay, you have to earn. Okay, whatever the desires you need, that is a human being. The purpose of the human being is that his needs and his wants to be fulfilled by himself by earning it. Don't expect somebody else come forward and fulfill your needs. Okay, you are responsible for your life, and they are responsible for their life. Okay, nobody is the parasite. We have a mutual cooperation. At the same time, when I understand that we are interdependent is there, we have to cooperate rather than become a parasite and depend on others. One second. Self-assertiveness. Okay. Self-assertiveness. This is also very tough. In fact, I faced this self-assertiveness is tough. What is self-assertiveness means? Expressing your perspective, your position, wants and needs, so that others respect them. Okay. So means any human being is living means he is conscious. The moment he is conscious means he has the needs, he has the wants, he has the thoughts, he has the feelings. He should express them. Those things can can be quite opposite to others. Okay, you need not worry about others, because you may think suddenly out of the crowd. No, you are the person. You have your own needs, your own wants, your own perspectives also. For example, when you are talking to a authority figure like your professor or any political leader or your big brother, what he says you may not like it, then you express it. I don't think what you are saying is may be right for you. It may be I have a different opinion, a different perspective. Okay, that's way the if you express yourself, then only you are making yourself exist. If you don't express, you are equal to dead. That is called self-assertiveness. You have to assert your existence by making yourself count. How you make yourself count? You have a unique way of doing, expressing, making things happen, or unique way of looking at things. That's why if you see that lot of revolutions happened in terms of scientific world or in terms of social world. For example, w- thousands of generations or people lived that kings are chosen by the divine gods. So we have to follow the whatever king says. There is no other way. But suddenly, at the corner, some guy has thought differently. No, kings should not be chosen by divine. Kings should be, or people who rule us should be chosen by us. So it's a complete paradigm shift. So lot of paradigm shifts have happened in the societies, and they completely changed the entire worlds how you live. Okay, so in the same way, the Copernicus has revolutionized that our solar system, sun is center, earth is not center. It's a revolutionary perspective at that time, because the Christianity and Bible was saying that whatever it is written in the Bible is correct. But these people who are self-assertive, whatever they see, they express it. whatever may the consequences also, they faced those consequences. Okay, that is called self-assertiveness. Realizing that you must first believe your needs are important if you want others to feel the same. So clearly it says here, if you yourself don't express, if you don't communicate, how other people aware of your existence, your needs, how they can support you. So self-assertiveness is the uh, fundamental, or I feel lot of people, because of their brought up. In fact, some cultures, women are treated as a secondary citizens since their childhood. So, some areas of our across the world we can see that they are treated as a second grade. Because some religions have written such that, okay, these are second rate citizens, we need not value them. So what happens is that they will not express themselves. Okay, they will always first listen what others are expressed. They say that, okay, we also follow whatever they said. So this is the or and some people say that whatever their leader says, they follow the leaders. Then these people are stopped thinking. They become slaves. You understand the consequences, how other people can rule our lives. If you stop thinking, if you stop expressing, if you don't make ourselves count, people rule you. People take you as a granted, and they take you as a dustbin or cloth, whatever the cloth they make you. So it is up to you. In fact, I loved this word. You teach others how you treat you. Okay? If they're treating badly first, if you accept, they continue it. Okay, it is your issue. You allowed it. So you have to express and you have to see that your self-worth, and you conduct your life like that. That is the self-assertiveness. Next practice is, which improves our self-esteem, living purposefully. This is a practice of living purposefully. If you understand that, see the nature of our life. For example, all our needs, whatever the human needs, the food is provided to us. Let us assume that we are rich people. Food is provided for us. So we'll grow and we'll eat and we'll live. But what happens is that our self-esteem will die down unless we have some goals to achieve and we work for those goals. Our life will uh, deteriorate. Okay, choosing a purpose, cause, or mission that matters to you and can impact others. Not meant to enhance your life, but through it you feel fulfilled and worthwhile. So it is, previously we discussed that self-assertiveness and self-acceptance, all these things are achieved slowly because our worth can be achieved, can be shown to the world and to ourselves by acting. Okay, just by thinking, nothing is achieved, nothing can be achieved. So whatever the thoughts we had, we should make them into realization. We bring them into reality. Because I wanted to do a business, start a business and do it. Okay, I want to reduce my weight, and have a plan and act on it, then only your self-esteem will be improved slowly and slowly. Otherwise, all your potentials, in fact, everyone has a potential to become a great, impactful person. How that potential will be one bring into life is the his ability and his capacity. He improves, he shines them. That is completely on him only. Of course, there is a societies are there, cultures are there, though sometimes certain kinds of people they don't encourage you because of caste, creed, color, race, all those things are there. Irrespective of that, you have to struggle and take it forward. If you don't struggle, any mind that doesn't struggle, it doesn't. become a refined. You know, the diamond also is cut, becomes strong once it is refined. So the challenges we face, then we become stronger and we become greater and we will become impactful. So, for example, a lot of impatient people are there in the societies. They are highly emotional. These are the things they have to develop their emotional nerve and their thinking capacities, their observation capacities. All these things can be developed over the time. It is not a one night stand. These practices have to be done day in and day out. We know that the Olympics, the people will practice years and years, every day, every week, every month, and years. That's why they play, they participate in the Olympic Games or national games with joy and happiness because they practice it thoroughly, they enjoy it. First, it becomes difficult, then it becomes a delight doing those things. So, to sum up this living purposefully, don't live a passive life. Okay, passive life means spending the hours and days and weeks without doing anything. In fact, nowadays we have got a lot of Netflix. People are watching binge watch, lot of series they are doing it. Yes, I appreciate them. Those are required for the recreation, for a relaxation. Those should be part of the our schedule as part of the relaxation, but those should not be as our daily schedule or that is only purpose to watch all these entertainments. So you should have some worthwhile goals to achieve in your life. It improves your capacities and your mindset so that you will become a better person. Now, let us see the last and final practice that is called living with integrity. So, everybody knows integrity means integrating what you are saying, what you are believing, what you are feeling into action. For example, I feel that I should not eat more than 500 grams of food, whatever may be the thing. But the moment I go to a restaurant, I order lot of food and I eat. So what happens is that I decided to eat less and I violated. It's called hypocrisy. So hypocrisy is nothing but mind invalidation. Once you invalidate your mind, you are dead. The mind is the survival tool for a human being. If you spoil your mind, you are losing your stature of a human being. You are becoming an animal. So this is very very important. So in fact, uh, people say that the personal integrity is the foundation on which human life can be built. We are able to see that lot of political leaders who reach to the greatest heights, but suddenly they have fallen into the shambles because they have not built their integrity or foundation, honestiness in their life. Any small attractions, they fall prey in terms of money or in terms of the name and fame or in terms of women, whatever may be think. So the personal integrity is it is personal, means whether others are watching or not. You decided you wanted to eat only 500 grams of food. You eat only 500 grams. Or you decided to go to the gym every day morning. It's up to you. You decided you don't violate it. In the same way, you decided to read your some books daily. You follow those things. So if you violate the ethics, the standards set by yourself. Okay, it's not set by others. For example, some rules set by in the society. Okay, those rules are standards. You may not accept them. Then, if you don't following them, your integrity will not be impacted. But your integrity will be impacted only when you whatever the standards you set to live by, and when you violated them, your standard, you are living a substandard life. You are becoming a slowly and slowly animal. So people think, okay, it's only one time. Okay, nothing happens. Yes, it's one time. But what happens is that you will repeat slowly, slowly, slowly those violations. Those will become a accumulated later, and it clearly impacts you the sense of your personality. Your mind clearly registers your decisions, your actions. Though nobody else sees you, your mind clearly observes. And based on that, your standard of living will be decided. So, if you want to become a better person and impactful person and effective person, we have to rigorously follow these six practices in our life and day in and day out. And the book, the purpose of this lecture is bringing about you the importance of self-esteem, and the greatest author is Nathaniel Branden. He has dedicated entire his life to impact the people in and around us to have a better life. Thank you very much for this session. Thank you.